Hi Scorpio, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for Uranus and Taurus. I'm excited to be here with you, and for you this is the 7th house. I would be really excited about this transit. I'll show you guys the astrology in a moment, but first let's take a look at some oracle cards. So, a door to personal healing and happiness. I've been getting a lot of Scorpio readings, and I've had a lot of like Scorpio interactions. I really feel, and this isn't no shade to any of my friends or my clients, but I feel like you have been waiting for that step to move forward in some way, to progress in a new direction. You have the Angel of Love next, so I feel like you've been waiting for the right opportunity to come into your life, and I feel like you are in some way trying to head towards something positive, something upright in your life. There's a sad embrace. So basically, you're not getting that full love experience because you are not embracing something that's hard to accept. There's something in your life that's really, really hard. I think that there may be a disparity between what you want and what you've been getting, and you have to come to terms with that. Like, sometimes you have to, in some way, sometimes we set our expectations to the ideal. You're an ideal sign, so you are idealistic. So you sort of look to the world and you hope for wonderful things, and everything that comes kind of in proximity to that falls short because you want the world, you want perfect experiences, you want all these amazing things to come into your life. But what happens is when you confront that, you in some way are not able to get everything you've imagined. So you end up kind of disenchanted or brokenhearted, or you feel like you keep on missing the mark, but it's because you, in some way, the ideal means that there's much less that is in what is okay for you. So everything else sort of falls out of place in that. And so Uranus is in your 7th house of partnerships. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising Scorpio. And so unexpected relationships, an angel of love that in some way teaches you how to love some in a way that you had not come to terms with before. And in this year, until May 2020, I think the North Node in the 9th house sets a path for you in a new direction, gives you hope in a new direction. And it works really well with Uranus to give you an insight on which direction to go. Here is the next message. We have the spark. A lot of people are getting this. I think Uranus, it's the ruler of Aquarius, so it's sort of kinetic. So Aquarius is a fixed sign, so is Taurus. So typically this is known as a difficult transit for Uranus, but I don't think so. I think that that's a really beautiful transit. People mention the Great Recession. This is really all about facts and figures. It's like, this is really a black and white snapshot of your life and you relating to it in an ingenious way. So taking a look at what's going on in your life and elevating your understanding of it to a more comprehensive level. The next message is the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So this is the third eye, right? Consciousness and awareness. Raising your consciousness and awareness to bring into your life the kind of love that you want in the way that you want it, in an appropriate way, something that resonates true for you, something that you're happy for, something that makes sense, something that falls in line, something that is appropriate. Here is the next message. We have details. That's what it is. It's sad embrace and details, right? It's like you're so sensitive that the little details in some way do in some way affect your reality in a huge way. And so in some ways, I think that being put into new partnership dynamics, new partnership relationships, helps you to not have so many repeat patterns going on that remind you of all the things that have hurt you in the past. So it gives you room to breathe, to maybe close out situations from the past and really move forward. The next message is the Temple Path. So we have the door to personal healing and happiness, the spark, and the Temple Path. To me, this is a symbol that the direction that you're on is the right one. And I think it has a lot to do with your consciousness, with your awareness, and where you are putting your emphasis. I know I kind of covered up Uranus here, but it's all through your partnerships. Also, releasing patterns with family members, particularly siblings and cousins, that are all wrapped up in negative karma. You're clearing this out. Anything that you have going on with your cousins, with your brothers or sisters, release them now. The next message is the field of dreams. This can be a very love connection. I've been telling you guys in your other readings, go into the Scorpio playlist. You have a chance to fall in love in this very unexpected way with an unexpected person. Very different person, very different way. It's just all unexpected. The next message is the angel of balance. And I think that you'll, through this whole process, it's 7 years, you'll find balance in your life on a deeper level than you have before. So you have to, I mean, you can't just push. I think that's what you guys did when Jupiter moved into Scorpio. You simply pushed past the sad feelings and rolled ahead, hoping to be successful, and in many ways you have been, but I feel like the things that are outstanding, they're still there because they're unaddressed, right? Because it got so overwhelming. It's like flood and freeze, right? Flooding emotions and then you freeze. So when your dopamine receptors get flooded with emotions to such an extent that you cannot process anymore, then it's almost like a short circuit where you don't feel anything. So it's like suddenly there's this removal of all the emotions that have flooded you, and now you are reattaining balance. Now you are walking into a more balanced perspective, because you are going to face some of the details of the nuances that have been hurtful to you, but in a greater role, I think that you may be unexpectedly put into partnership dynamics that are sort of not stepping on the eggshells of those circumstances. So let's say that you're sensitive about your weight, you know, you're not going to have a situation that directly confronts it. You're going to have room to, in some way, excuse me, come to terms with those feelings. Excuse me. So come to terms with those feelings, right? And go in a new direction. There's a new path, there's a new path ahead of you. I have a really gnarly cold, but I'm fine. You don't have to wish me well. Maybe even like allergies. Anyway, so the door to personal happiness, the spark, and the new path. I feel like maybe there's some sad truths about your life that you keep holding on to because you're aware of them, so you're authentic within yourself. But the harsh reality of it is those aspects of who you are, they may be hurtful forever, and they'll always be a part of you, and that's a part of the loss of your experience. But you know what the bigger loss is? The bigger loss is if you put them into all your current experiences and you keep forcing yourself to drag them, you know, everywhere around. So maybe it's a part of who you are, maybe it will be everywhere, but maybe you'll find an alternate way to kind of relate to people and form partnerships that don't step on those eggshells. Okay, I hope you guys, that was really good. Don't mind if I do. If you want more Scorpio readings, they're in the description. The cards are in my shop down below. And then if you guys want to support my channel, I do it through Vimeo because they are very nice to me. So go to the Vimeo. I update on these long 6-year readings. I update the Vimeo to the most current one. So go check it out. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck. Take care.